The brave hero had been treated. She allowed Damocles to return to the world as a vengeful spirit, a ghostly, black-armored centurion who would hunt down and kill each of the generals who had wronged him.
Today, we are going to be reviewing RYSE, Son of Rome, the campaign. Son of Rome is an action-adventure hack-and-slash game played from a third-person perspective. Players assume control of Marius Titus, a Roman general who is on a quest to avenge his murdered family. Throughout the game, players gain access to weapons that can be used to assault enemies or defend themselves. For instance, players are equipped with a sword that can be used to strike and kill enemies, and a shield that can be used to deflect enemies' attacks and break their defense. The strength of each attack can be decided by players. In addition to melee-based combat, the game features spears and javelins, which serve as ranged weapons. RYSE is full of action with blood, guts, and all types of gore. Everyone you basically meet in the game gets a sharp introduction to the body. The game's fighting mechanics may be considered simplified to some. For others, the simplistic gameplay allowed for intense battles without the need for complex controls. The journey with Marius brings us to multiple beautiful locations, from the swamps, to the beaches, to the underworld and the Colosseum.
Surrender!
Each location had its own unique spin and detail. The cutscenes provided more depth to Marius' story and gave a cinematographic feel during tense points. Character development for Marius was outstanding. I could feel the growth of the character as the adventure progressed. The Understanding RYSE came out in 2013, and RYSE's graphics still hold up today. Sound effects and soundtracks suited the game, providing clean defense and tense music during battles. The aspect that I enjoy was the variety of characters and mini-bosses you had to defeat, making the difficulty of RYSE exciting. The replayability of RYSE is an interesting one, as this is the second time me playing the game years later, and yet I enjoyed it more than the first time. The missions and objectives in RYSE are pretty much simple. Cut your way through enemies with the occasional team element. No standouts for objectives, that's for sure. RYSE's pace was fair for being a 6-hour storyline. I didn't feel rushed or felt that the game dragged on. The game dialogue seemed to be more focused on the cutscenes, and not much focus was placed on the game besides quick remarks and quips. Overall, RYSE was a game that brought a refreshing taste of the action that was simple with content and a story that was digestible. The game graphics were ahead of their time, but its bland objectives and dialogue can't make RYSE rise to its true potential. Therefore, I am rating RYSE 4 out of 5 stars.